Want your cornbread?
I'd be damned if we got bunk beds. Fuck that. We got bunk beds. He picked the bunk already. Now. Y'all get the top.
Give me 30 seconds, y'all.
All right.
The fuck?
Well, you'll be back for your intro. All right.
This is Brothers Talking Shit Podcast, episode 150. If you don't know, after 150 episodes, who the fuck I am? I am the Flush Man. I am the Fat Boy. It's been a while, but I'll still call you Broadish, and I always have been your Huckleberry. Holla at me.
And it's Iceberg Shorty, a.k.a. the king of controversial comments. I said what I said. I'm at where I'm at. Don't hit me unless you try and cut the motherfucking check. And you know how goddamn important it is that we get 6 grown married men with families to do a fucking podcast every week, damn near consistently for 150 episodes. Shout out to us. Ah.
Shout out to us, indeed.
Shout out to us for that one, because this shit's hard.
This shit hard, bro.
I love talking shit. This is the only place I really get to talk the kind of shit I need to talk for the week. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your homie Boy Juice, aka the Tron God, aka Juice. I'm getting high today. It's a cool day. I ain't got high on here with y'all in a while, so let's see how this goes.
Good. It's your boy Jay. Big Belly Rude Boy, a.k.a. Mr.
Mr. what?
It's stop.
JB good? JB good? I thought JB was about to interrupt me.
No. Listen here.
I'll pass it to JB after that.
Oh my god!
What just happened?
Yeah.
He was like,
Did you freeze up?
Yo, JB started scratching like he's about to say something. It's like, all right.
You choked? You choked? How you gonna choke on episode 150, bro?
Ooh.
Pause. All right, go ahead.
Here we go.
Juice is you, Juice.
Okay. Me
It didn't even get turned.
Okay,
I can't even hear you, JB. What the fuck is going on? Go ahead.
I'm gonna do it again, and then you. Okay, it's on Jordan, right?
Oh, you already went, Juice?
I went.
Oh,
I thought
shit.
It was. It's like he wanted to redo the script.
JB, we can't hear you.
Okay.
I told him, man. Damn.
He tried to go get situated. All right, you know what? I'm gonna start it over just so we won't have no weird times. Dead air space. Look, check it out. It's your homie boy Juice, aka the Tron Guy, aka Juice, aka Mr. How right now. Passing it to the next guy who's not gonna bomb this time.
Yo, it's your boy Jay. Big Belly Rude Boys 2 times. It's the young gifted in black, and I'm gonna pass my brother.
What the fuck is going on? This nigga JB. JB, come on.
What's going on? It's JB.
That shit's funny.
One and only.
That's funny.
It's your guy.
That's funny.
Cool Mike, aka Dr. Mike, aka the People's Podiatrist, and I'm also known as your favorite foot doctor. And we're coming to you with a collective of earth shakers.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We some 40-acre takers.
Take that.
And we some generational curse breakers.
Oh, indeed.
We are the prophetic podcast because we be knowing.
We do be knowing.
And we just some brothers talking some shh.
With your coolest.
Here.
What the fuck was that? Like, we've been doing this too long. Listen, I don't know what's going on with me, but I swore I don't even know what happened. But let's hopefully.
Yo, the microphone.
That's why you on that bottom bunk. That's why you on that bottom bunk.
There you go, that freak.
Come on, man. What that mean?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, we got you.
All right, so we on episode 150. I just want to go around real quick. Start with JJ. Tell me how you feeling at 150 right now, bro.
No, honestly, 150. I'm blessed. This is actually my 90th episode.
Yeah.
So yeah, 10 more at 160, and I hit that decade. You know what I'm saying, with my brothers, but I'm honored to have all the great men along my side that I can share responsibilities and share life stories and everything that we have. bring it to this table. And like you said, bring it all together at once. So.
God damn, he got super introspective about this motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell that nigga wear do rag every episode.
What can a brother do for me? Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah. This nigga.
All right, yo. So who's gonna go next? Juice.
Man, yo, this has been very consistent. This has probably been the most consistent thing that I've been doing, actually, out of everything that I've been doing in terms of just being disciplined about it, if I'm just being quite honest. And that has made me, I think better overall. It's made me better as a person. A lot is transitioned while I've been doing the show, just in my own career. So it's been tucked in the entire way. So that's huge, man. Like that's big. That's a big deal. This doesn't happen a lot. You know what I'm saying? This doesn't happen to a lot of people trying to pursue what we're pursuing. Even to get the feedback that we get and the fans that, we've gained, and the listeners that really just fuck with us and keep up, which is always weird to me. This is ridiculous, but that's dope. You know what I'm saying? That's what you aspire to do in my industry. So I have nothing but great things to say about it. I think, it's just been awesome.
Yo, JB, why you like you sweating over there, man? Yo, what the fuck is going on? JB, you all right? We can't hear you, JB. You're on mute,
bro.
Go ahead. Yeah, we still can't hear you, yo. I told him go somewhere where it work at.
He's a
put a shirt on.
So.
If you put a shirt on, it should be working, yo. So Cool, you already went, right? Cool went. Jay went.
No, I don't think Cool went.
Oh, Cool ain't go. My bad. Go ahead, Cool.
No, Cool ain't go.
Yo, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know
what the fuck going on.
All right, now we can hear you. Go ahead.
We hear you. Go ahead.
How you for that 150? You want to let you go ahead and go just before you should start.
Oh, yo, I'm gonna give you a rundown because you keep asking all these questions. So first of all, I had to work today, right? So I worked. Nah, let me hold up. Give me.
Go ahead.
Yo, so I worked this morning, right? Like 6 o'clock. I worked. I came home straight from work, cut my grass, cut my 3 neighbors' grass, right? Took a shower. Now I'm here. I put the coconut oil on. So yeah, nigga might be a little oiled up, you know what I'm saying? So I really wanted to tell you that, but you kept bringing it to light.
That's a pause. I'll pause that right there.
My bad. I apologize.
Yo, nigga got moisturized, you feel me? So that's all. And I've been drinking a little some Jim Beam. Yeah, so I'm faded.
All right, so how you feel at 150, bro? Like let's bring it on home.
Yo,
why are you looking around for the name of it though?
Nah, Juice, because it was on the bar. Juice made a very profound point in regards to like the consistency and the discipline. And something that I committed to with y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like even in my my intro, like the before 9, it makes like that's something that I try to hold true to be on time or be present with y'all as best as I can. Even when I'm like, y'all see me, like I still be at work sometimes, but I make it time to get on. And I think that's men holding each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? And it might seem trivial or arbitrary, but it's kind of cool that, that we all kind of hold each other accountable in regards to, this platform that we've established, man. So 150, I'm not sure which episode I've been on. I know the first one I was on was kind of fucked up because I was like in the middle of playing basketball and shit. So, hey, Flush, J. Rel, Flush, I remember that?
Yo, how do you hoop in the middle of a podcast, yo?
I had my
head on the beach. You to be on the beach.
Yeah, I was on the beach with my old lady.
Hey, yo, pass me the ball. Hey, yo, son.
That was clutch though from the beach because we ain't expecting to come in and he came right in on.
Wasn't that like 100 or something? I felt like that was like
I think that was 100. Yeah,
it was up there.
It was a crucial episode. So every 50 episodes, you don't got your shirt on. Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'm saying, but yeah, that's it for me.
Go ahead, Cool.
Yeah, well, I think this subject has been touched on before, but every episode, more that we do, is that much further, from the last time we mentioned it. Just the therapy that's involved in kind of discussing and conversing amongst men, men of a certain thought process, men of a certain age, men of a certain lived experience, men of different, lived experiences amongst the group. And so you don't even kind of realize how you get to sharpen your sword, so to speak, on the steel sharpens steel, iron sharpens iron side of the game, how important it is just to have regular cloth talk, man, and have it rather routinely. And so I'm grateful from that standpoint just to be involved. I just, just want to keep going, keep doing it, because it's only been helpful as a sounding board to just kind of, we all go through it, man. And sometimes, a lot of times, even just a regular ask of mental health amongst men is just, hasn't been there. Talking about mental health is rather recent in general society, but let alone, especially amongst Black men, just how you doing, how's your mental process, just checking in. So if nothing more, I appreciate that 150 and beyond for that alone, no doubt.
Iceberg, you want to go? You want me to go?
Yeah, I can go, bro. Cool talked about it, right? The therapeutic aspect. So I'm not going to touch on that, man. Man, I love y'all, man, genuinely. Consistently, y'all have been the most important men in my life from day one to 40 and a half. So for me, that's really important, man. And everything happens for a reason, right? You know what I'm saying? From the inception of all of our relationships, and I remember every last one of them and how they started and where they came from, and that key and pivotal point, man, to bring us all here today, man. So that's super important to me, man. Let's get another $150 under our belt.
Indeed.
Hey, can I say something else too, real quickly?
Go ahead, you.
One of the most important things or shifts in my life was joining the Navy. And so one of the biggest, duty stations in my life that made the most impact was being on the Ike. So there's some irony there too, that, two guys that I met on that ship, that was pivotal for me just in my life, I'm on a podcast with now. You know what I'm saying? So it's funny how things come full circle too. So that's major. Like, I think of things like that. That's when you start thinking shit like, oh, I'm not in control of this. Somebody's definitely writing the story for me type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Going in the 150. Me being the A mic of the podcast, it was a lot of growth, a lot of learning. A lot of, I guess it was learning in the podcast world to be the A mic, but then in real life, being a grown man, I think some things that I had to do as far as this have been implemented in my life. I don't know which, maybe they all came together, but the growth of, of trying to direct, but still wanted to be as free as possible, because yes, we have topics, but I don't want it to be, all right, next we're going to, okay, our next topic is, and finding that space of, of that, making it feel like a natural conversation. And so the growth that I've had to go through as far as that for me has been important, to see the growth of everybody, because with six personalities, 6 different people, 6 people talking at the same time, I think we even got a feel for each other as far as, all right, I'm gonna let him go, that kind of thing, over talking each other. We found that groove and with each other. It's many days, and I'm pretty sure we all go through this, man. It get to be in 7:30. I'm not in the most up mood going into 8 o'clock for the podcast, but once these mics turn on and everybody start popping up on the scene, and a little conversation we have before we get started that the world will never know about, the real shit that really happens.
None of their motherfucking business.
Right. It start warming up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll play music and stuff like that. But sometimes I just feel like I gotta find it. And then y'all guys come and we get to talking, and then we go. So it's been an honor. I'm saying like it's over, right? It's been an honor doing 150.
You definitely
right, but like you said, let's keep it going, man. It's just a beautiful thing. Something I look forward to hear people responses. Even man, people get upset sometimes. Some stuff I'll see with other people. That's stupid. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah, even having the control to even not respond to that because it'd be like, motherfucker, I don't even care if I made the comment. Even if I don't agree with the comment that was made, don't say one of my brothers is stupid or because I can say they owe some bullshit all day, but you better not say nothing about them. You get what I'm saying? So it's a beautiful thing, man. I look forward to it. Let's keep it going. 150. Let's go. All right, man. Where y'all want to start at, man?
One more thing. The love, bro, right? Oh, the love that we have, right, for each other.
Stays on my bad. Okay, go ahead. All right. Oh, he froze again?
Froze.
Oh, love we have stays on my bad. Okay, all right. Yeah, definitely the love though, Jay. I feel you. Because it's brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a brotherhood. So
the love from the people though, too, man. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, man. Shout out to
definitely.
listeners,
yo, we got to get before we got to get Bogus on here.
We definitely got to get Bogus.
We gonna fit a 7th on here. Bogus got to be on here, man. Me and him talked about it. He watched every episode. Listen, people even like you said, when people, what happened to the episode? Where y'all was at last week? You know what I'm saying? It becomes a part of people's everyday life, and if the few that it does, we appreciate and love them. You know what I'm saying? So that love is serious. Jay, you got something else, Jay? You were saying the love, you on pause. On mute.
Yeah, the love, I don't know what the fuck just happened. It's the love that, is shown throughout all of us. It's just amazing. Like I said, it's a coming together. Most of us never met each other, and when we did meet up, that it's a family. That's pretty much the way to describe it. All family is in blood, but this my brothers right here. So yeah,
no doubt. All right, let's get to it, man. So where y'all want to start at, man? Is there any topics that are at the top of Juice? What you think about Juice? Because you kind of the guy. What's sticking out to you right now going into the week?
This may not be a sensationalized thing, but this is just something that I recently came across that I had no clue was actually happening. It's recent enough for us to talk about it. I don't know. I didn't know about this guy named Peter NYGARD. So this guy named Peter NYGARD is or was a fashion designer out of Canada, and he designs like middle-aged women to older women clothes. But this guy's basically amassed a fortune doing this, upwards to $800 to $900 million. Long story short, he ends up getting indicted on charges of sex trafficking and rape. And the way I actually came across this was looking at a Chris Hansen interview on Vlad. So like on my spare time, I'm looking at No Jumper, Vlad TV, things like that. For those that don't know, I'm a musician, so I'm always just tapped in what's going on. So I came across this Chris Hansen interview, and I was like, let me just watch this entire thing. And so he starts talking about like life after To Catch a Predator and how he was getting into this work of just getting into this motherfuckers who were predators and shit. And so he was talking about this guy Peter NYGARD and how this all really went down because this guy Peter NYGARD got into it with his billionaire neighbor over a fucking driveway, and they ended up getting into some real live OG type beef type shit. Like it's slightly, some assassination attempts and shit in here. It's crazy. But homie, the billionaire is like, you know what? I'm tired of fucking around with you. He ends up getting a private investigator to investigate this guy, digs up all this shit and turns this shit over to the feds. This dude, Peter NYGARD, is now in jail right now. But dog, when you really look into the extent in which this guy was doing shit, it's almost like somebody made this shit up, bro. He had some shit in the Bahamas. He had like land in the Bahamas, a house, and he was paying off the government all while raping girls and getting girls to get other girls, like and young women of color. You know what I'm saying? Especially even in the States. It's just bro, I was just blown away that this shit could happen. People were afraid to tell because he's got 800, 900, $1 million, almost a billionaire. He's paying off the cops, you know what I'm saying? He's just like selling with people. He's using his establishment to do this. And I'm just thinking about how a lot of shit got missed during the pandemic. Like we were so concerned with that we just missed a lot of this other shit, because this is all like 2020 shit, mid 2020 shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. That's if you it's called, I think I forgot what the title was I put in there, but it's Peter NYGARD. It's on Amazon Prime. If anybody got the time, please check it out. It's a season, so it's one season. There's quite a few episodes, but it's gonna fuck your head up.
Now, I heard about when Chris Hansen was on Joe Budden's podcast, he was talking about the same situation. So I heard about it, how he had a compound and all that, and he was doing all this stuff with all these girls. And like you said, him and the neighbor beefing, the neighbor kind of, I think they were trying to build a case against him, but what the neighbor gave him really put everything over the top.
Check this out. This dude paid Dateline. Like, I don't know how the fuck he's got the money to get with the press, and was putting out false information about his neighbor, because his neighbor is a hedge fund, guy. So he's got a lot of money. He's, over some firms or whatever. And but Dummy has a camera guy that he hired to like document his life, and he's documenting him on camera, say like, oh yeah, that shit's totally fake. And the bitch in the bed with him, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what, this shit fake? Like, yeah. And it's like he's bragging about like this shit is wild. And I'm like, oh, so homie, like, then they go into detail where like the billionaire next door just eventually invest in investigating him, like getting like the human rights people. Yo, dog, this shit is like
all over a driveway. That white privilege is crazy.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure homie seen, like, he lived next door to him for 10 years.
Right.
If all that shit was popping off, he probably looked over there a couple times like, so once shit got hot, he like, you know what? I thought I was gonna mind my fucking business, but I'm about to see what's popping with you. But I mean, this sex trafficking thing, bro, is out of fucking hand. It's really wild, man.
And they not letting people get to the bottom of where all this shit really come from, because they getting them out of there as soon as they get caught up. But it is crazy though. Why would you go to war with somebody who lives next door to you and who knows what he's seen? You get what I'm saying? Like, for him to go to that extent, knowing that this man might have seen a couple things, or he got cameras, and I don't know. That's crazy. But that's the reason you go to jail, because you and your neighbor beefed, and your neighbor really focused on you and got you out of here. I'm pretty sure that he wished he didn't argue about the driveway. Nah,
thank God he did, man, because he did a lot of.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we appreciate it. Yeah, it needed to happen. But the crazy thing is, the neighbor probably wouldn't have went to that extent or even paid it any mind if that wasn't an issue. You get what I'm saying? So he could still he could still have his operation running if it wasn't for a driveway. That shit is crazy. But there's plenty of them, man. There's a lot of them hiding in the bushes that need to be exposed.
Motherfuckers just be nasty, dog. Like, that just be the gist of it, for real. Like, it's not even shocking anymore. Like, motherfuckers just disgusting.
All that money, man. What's wrong with grown women?
Here's another. I know we'll probably be moving on from this, but here's another thing that I find interesting about this case is that this dude was also getting girls to have abortions.
Oh, and was drinking
he would take the stem cell. Well, he was heavy in the stem cell research, and so he was getting that in their blood or whatever, and using it and then injecting it in themselves because he thought it to live forever.
Right.
And it's like, this kind of reminds you of, back in the gap, with all the conspiracy theories and all the Illuminati theories and shit like that, of these things happening or shit like that. And we just thought, oh, it's a bunch of bullshit. But now as things come more to light, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not on that bullshit. I'm just talking about what rich motherfuckers can do. You know what I'm saying? Rich, sick motherfuckers can do. Like, nah, they can do that shit. Like, because that's just wow. I was just like, I'm looking at this shit, bro. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And even the different kids this nigga had, and it's like man, you just gotta check it out, bro. I mean, it's a Beverly Peel supermodel, you know what I'm saying? Beautiful supermodel back in the day. He got her to sign with him, took advantage of her, had a kid with her, like kept it on the wrap. Like it's just wild to the extent of it. But it's also go down to money too, man. I'm not trying to throw, I'm not victim shaming anything, but money makes shit weird. Money makes shit different. The love of money, the the love of things really just makes, that money just go a long way sometimes, maybe too long.
Yeah, that money shit make that weird shit, make them motherfuckers think about doing weird shit or considering weird shit to be regular.
Right.
Not to mention, it made people look the other way too.
Oh, exactly. When you paying off the government, I heard I was hearing the same thing, but like I said on Joe Budden's and he was talking about it, and he was like, to the point where as though people couldn't come. I don't know if people couldn't come to where his compound was. It was a whole bunch of stuff. Like he was so well protected with certain stuff, so many things covered for him not operate how he was operating. Wasn't nobody even like he was paying the cost to cover that shit up. Until you said like the neighbor really helped build that case.
Speaking
or gave them what they needed.
Have we talked about the Haiti? Have we talked about that? The Haiti president?
No, we didn't get to nothing, but
okay, my bad.
Go ahead. Nah, go ahead, Juice.
No, like I just thought that would probably for sure be on the topic for it.
No, I didn't catch that. What happened? No, what happened? No, I didn't catch it. I'm sorry.
You for real? like what? Yo,
so what happened?
Take it away.
Yo, the Haitian president was assassinated in his house like a week ago.
Oh, no, what? I had seen something saying that 3 presidents of countries that didn't, something about COVID or something, that didn't participate.
No.
Like
it was like 20 people from Colombia, like came to what they got there through DR. Is it DR? It's connected to Haiti. What's connected to Haiti?
Yes.
Dominican Republic. Yeah, they went to the Dominican Republic and crossed over to the border and like went in there and shot up his house. And like two Haitian Americans too, and his wife.
Damn.
Yeah.
And his wife survived. They were saying she passed, but I think she made it to Miami and survived.
Yeah, she's in Miami.
But he was ultimately assassinated, fam. Like, and it's a wild tale. Like, I know Haiti does have a history of having corruption and even assassination on the presidents. I think I don't know much of this guy, but it seems like he was different. It seemed like the people really believed in him. Seemed like I think there was, maybe there was a lot of positivity his way, but man, it's wild, man.
So he was fucking up the corruption then. So he was in the way of
course.
How people made money.
Yeah, right.
It makes sense. It makes sense that they got him out of here. You know what I'm saying? You fucking up the chicken.
Yeah, you don't do that anywhere. United States, Haiti, I don't give a fuck where you at. Stop fighting corruption. Like, no, for real, dog. Like, you ever see those Mexico joints, the Mexican joints where they be
where they hang?
I'm gonna fight corruption, and you die like a week later. Like,
yeah, they had Mexico. Well, Juarez had a run of like 10 or 12 mayors that didn't make it past 30 days.
Exactly.
Was that like Man on Fire? Denzel?
It's worse.
Yeah,
worse.
Worse. Yeah, like number 11. Like, I'm gonna do it. No, you're not.
that was a classic, by the way. Definitely was a classic.
Yeah. They've been trying to figure out Haiti since before we was born, and the Haitian people fighting for their freedom. Granted, they have it. They were liberated from France for years,
a long time.
But they've also had to basically keep the outside forces out since then. Like they have ample resources still that are probably being purged by quote unquote third parties, and the infrastructure is just ridiculous. But they
definitely don't
can't.
have the
They
same.
can't. I promise. Like, I mean, I don't even know if I should say it on the internet. Those dudes getting in there doing that. That sound like one of those, alphabet company, organizations. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, send somebody in there.
What?
Bruh.
Yes, yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
No.
if you think about the alphabet company I'm thinking of, that's their MO. Like something that's not gonna get back to them. You know what I'm saying? They
Make it
find a
look one way. Make it look one way, and it's right.
Absolutely, bro.
JB, I see what you saying.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
I'm gonna say it like this too, though. I think that it can work in several different ways. It could also be if you don't want to join us, if you don't want to be a part of this and accept the type of regulations we have, which we know can be a slippery slope, then you're a gaping hole. And I think in a situation like that where you don't really have the infrastructure needed, you don't have the money, to really be a force, you're going to have that type of issue. You got to protect your president. I mean, we have to protect our president. We have to protect things. We have to do things, regardless of what you feel about the country, regardless of how we may see it, to that point of, you can't always fuck with the corruption. You got to understand it. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand it. You got to know how to deal with certain things. Certain things ain't always a primary thing to fuck with over something over here. That's just what it is, man. When you got, when you have big powers at play. So I just think, shit, freedom is cool, but they dolo. They really out there dolo, and it's fucked up. But you ain't gonna make it like that. There's no way that shit's gonna be able to sustain being out here without no type of coalition.
With all that shit that be
Yeah,
going
man.
on, it seemed like my bad, Jay. I know you've been wanting to say something for a second. It seemed like they can with so much going on, it's like somebody can make it look one way, like oh it came from some, like there's some rogue some or some people who, and it's really a whole nother, like JB said, it might be somebody else, government or something like that that's trying to, they make it look like, set it up to look like, oh, it's gang activity, not actually gang activity, but some other country or some people that's in that country that got a problem with him, make it look one way, but then it's, really a deeper, darker thing going on behind the scenes. Go ahead, Jay.
They said they caught 9 people, and 5 of them they got, and then 4 ended up dead. But yeah, it's like if you look at the island of that island, right? You got Haiti on one side and you got DR on the other. DR is way more, technology advanced than Haiti is. So yeah, it's crazy how like you're on the same island, but all those
that close and it's so different. Basically, what you're saying, right?
Exactly.
Even like everybody go to the DR. I don't really hear nobody saying like, "Yo, we gonna go there. We taking the guys trip to Haiti."
That's the crazy part is Haiti. If you think about the DR is beautiful. It's like it's bordered along the Dominican Republic, but it's just as beautiful as the DR. And for, like I said, for years, the U.S., France, Spain, all these, Germany, all these other countries been trying to find a way to get their footprint on Haiti not for whatever reason, because obviously it's resources there. I think I think anything along the Gulf, in proximity to the Gulf is gonna be valuable in regards to oil reserves. You know what I'm saying? So, and if I'm not mistaken, like you can there's a pipeline not too far from where Haiti is. It goes like the Gulf of Mexico and like Port Arthur and all that stuff. So it's money there for a reason. We wouldn't keep, like, not we, but the US wouldn't keep fucking with it. All these other countries couldn't keep fucking with it if it wasn't money there to a viable resources from those people, bro. Like it ain't, we countries of power are famous.
Just trying to help. They're not just trying to help. There's a reason why they.
Fuck no.
Right.
Fuck no. Just like when we was over there fucking with Gaddafi, like that shit wasn't just to help. They was trying, you know what I'm saying? They was trying to get to the chicken like any other time. So it's only a matter of time for that shit gonna crumble. And
that Gaddafi shit wild too.
Bruh, super wild.
Is it really?
No. It's also
Super wild. Is it really?
Hey, bro,
No.
it's 50-50 wild. It's wild and it's not wild at the same time. It's two things. It's like, do you let somebody like that have power? No. You know, but do you steal everything for that country? No. But both things can be true.
Yeah.
True. So Sha'Carri? Am I saying it right? Sha'Carri Richardson will not be participating in the Tokyo Olympics. It was a point where, though, about a week or so ago, they were saying that she might be off suspension in enough time to.
It ain't no might be. No.
Yeah, well, she would have been.
No. That would have been is going to be off suspension
right
by the time before about 4x100 relays. Yeah.
Right, but they decided not to even let her be on the team.
Yeah.
For the Olympics, which to me makes sense. You know, I mean, it's other people who didn't smoke weed and passed their piss test who are available. So coming off a suspension, I don't think it's fair for her to be placed into that slot where somebody else was already occupying it.
All I'm saying,
they weren't already occupying it though. They just took a stance against drug. Like, let's call it what it is. Like they nobody fucking occupied the space for the person.
No, they
that
got
had the best chance of
bro,
winning the 100.
They
had somebody already.
Right. No,
they have alternates.
Let's back this up. The Olympics is my thing, right? So when you talk about the 4x100, they always have alternates because injuries are a thing. People who do stupid shit is a thing. That's not my point. The point is, if you were trying to win, you should probably put the best person out there. But you took a stance because she smoked weed. And it wasn't about the suspension because she would have been on suspension. You just took a stance. That's what they had to do.
This is where I feel like, I know y'all, like, I don't usually give the hot takes, but I think that she might have been trying to cover up taking PEDs, bruh. Because if you get caught with the PEDs, you get banned for life. I'm telling you. I don't think
the kid from Louisiana has a PED problem. That's just, I heard your hot take. I just don't think that's about.
No, that's a common.
Hey,
thing.
she from Dallas though. And they fast.
Wouldn't it still has showed up though?
No.
Why? So marijuana erases it showing up in a.
It doesn't erase it. It's like it goes by tiers. So it's like a tier on the testing.
So they don't get to that point because the marijuana showed up first. They don't continue to test what else is in your system.
It'll pop whatever pops up, whatever. Like it goes by tiers and what they consider priority.
It depends what test it is.
You know,
it depends.
You have a marijuana test. You can have a PED test.
That shit is common. But that shit is common.
Test.
The PED usage in track and field is just like football. Everybody does it. Like, it's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, it ain't no, you know what I'm saying? Not saying everybody, but
much to do about nothing. In 30 days, nobody will be saying the name Sha'Carri.
And what I heard, and I'm not the most, educated as far as track and field, but I heard the women that she would possibly be replacing aren't the slouches either. They're all very good. And I even heard that it wasn't no guarantee that she was going to win the gold medal in the 100s or whatever. It wasn't as clear cut as I had, and I'm not very up on it. It wasn't as clear cut as I had thought.
I mean, she like Iceberg said, she got her 30 seconds of fame. She out right now hanging with the baby, and doing parties and stuff like that. So she getting her 30 seconds of fame. By the time this is over with, they're gonna be like, "Oh, what was homegirl that got kicked out of the Olympics name?"
I don't know. That's my point.
No, that's exactly what they're gonna say.
Okay, all right, right. I hear you.
They're gonna ask that question, like, "What was homegirl's name?"
Yeah,
if we come back at episode 200, like, what was homegirl's name? We're going to look back at this day because ain't nobody going to know what her name is.
Well, if she keeps her social media presence up, it job done. I mean, she got the people fucking with her. But yeah, I mean, you're right. As far as sports, I think Jordan's point is interesting though, because it does beg the question of why would you must have known the rules. You must have known that you couldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it does seem a little random. Like at the end of the day, I think that's possible. I don't know much about the cannabis PEDs. Like I don't. I know we were talking about a little bit in the group text, Jordan. But could you go more into detail on like, is that a thing now where people are using cannabis to cover up for bad PED tests?
So I read little like Easter egg like rumblings of like I said, none of this is confirmed, but in the like the culture of track and field is like the use of marijuana can be in regards to testing and on the NCAA like competitive platform, like competitions. It's been a known thing to like how you can test positive for the weed because you won't get banned from competition indefinitely. You'll just be suspended.
Okay, let me ask you this then. Why wouldn't the PED be higher on the list than marijuana as far as what you check for? Why wouldn't that be? Because
some of the PEDs aren't illegal substances. Okay. They're just banned substances. So if it's an illegal substance,
right? But why wouldn't something that gets you banned for life be something that you check for before something that would get you a slap on the wrist? You get what I'm saying?
No, I understand what you're saying. So, like I said, some of the PEDs aren't necessarily illegal substances. So it could be a anti-inflammatory, right? It could be diluted or accelerated to give you a different level of whatever enhancement, right? But it's an anti-inflammatory that you use to relax your muscles so that you can stay limber, so that you can relax your hamstrings and your calves. But if you dilute it or accelerate it in any way, or what do you call it? Like synthesize it, right? It can give you a different effect. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen.
They go ahead.
Like
I said, none of this shit is. I ain't confirming none of this.
This Olympics is gonna go, and she's gonna be, probably what you said. She's gonna have a social media presence. I'll see y'all again in 3 years. About time that the next Olympics come around, weed is going to be legal, and it's not going to be looked bad upon. So she's going to get a sponsorship from Dutch Master or Raw or Cigarillos, stuff like that, and it's going to be endorsed on her uniform. That's what's going to happen.
Yo, that's a hot take. I feel like
that's
a hot
the
take.
hottest take.
If you got a blunt on your shit in the Olympics, a pack of fucking a box of Dutches.
It's gonna be the relay is gonna say puff puff, and then like the fourth leg is gonna be pass.
Yo,
prophetic podcast, flip the date.
Right.
And it's only 3 years away.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Puff puff pass.
So you think in 3 years it'll be legal even in the Olympics?
Yeah.
I seen a clip that said the White House is looking at trying to make it lenient now, and it had CARRI picture up there. It might be sooner than that.
It's gonna be. I could see it happening really soon, man. It's only like I think 3 states that totally have banned it, or so many states. Many have begun some sort of mixed. They begin some sort of mixed type of approach with marijuana. To be honest, a lot of people don't know that.
Even the state of Texas, get that product from the Tyson Ranch. I said they probably gonna get the product from the Tyson Ranch, like Tyson.
Well, however they do it, I mean, who knows, man? But I would love to see somebody running with a fucking what you said, Dutch.
Yo, that's shit ever.
Raw, Dutch Master.
Yeah, Dutch, Raw. Cigarillo. The white boy, whatever I can't think of the paper's name is, but yeah,
that's crazy.
They don't have endorsements out there like that.
The 100,
their uniform gonna look like a NASCAR car. It's all the endorsements on that joint.
The Olympics 100s, it's brought to you by Dutch Master. That shit is crazy. All right, they took Rachel Nichols off of the finals. Rachel Nichols ain't been on TV or nothing, man. So I guess it's not looking too. I think she's gonna be one of them faces on ESPN that's gonna slowly but surely disappear. It feels like I just feel like her career at ESPN is probably done. Well, somebody said I seen something that said that her mother, her aunt or her godmother is like Barbara Walters or some shit. Like somebody who major on morning on TV on like NBC or something.
Her stepmother's Diane Sawyer.
Diane Sawyer. There you go. My bad. I was wrong. Diane Sawyer. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a lot different than the
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, my bad. I know it was something. Though.
I didn't even know that.
Her stepmom is Diane Sawyer? Well.
No, this is what happened. When JB comes before 9 and is awake, he gives you correct information.
Yo.
Nah, JB be fucking up still though. He still be fucking up sometimes.
I just got you out of the fuck
You did. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate it. Why you bringing the bullshit? Like, you just can't do something for me without telling the whole world? Or you that guy?
No, but it was
you that guy. Hold on. So you the guy who be like, "Hey, JB, what's going on? Hey, man, what's going on, man? I just gave Flush $20. You know, ain't nothing." Voluntarily put my shit out there.
My old head wouldn't let me be that way. She slapped me in the back of my head.
Hey, Flush.
Yo.
No, JB got the same face when he tried to take the picture.
What?
When he was trying to take the picture that night? Well, he was faded.
Yeah, I was drunk.
Yeah,
but that Diane Sawyer shit is crazy because like I was listening. Remember I was telling y'all earlier in the week I was listening to the NFL podcast. And I'm thinking like I'm listening to like Sean McVay and Kyle Shanahan. And I'm like, obviously Kyle Shanahan, Mike Shanahan's son, right? So I'm like, damn. I'm thinking Sean McVay was like this kid who like smart kid worked his way up. Whole time his grandfather's like the GM of like the 49ers or somebody for like 20 years.
But do that take away from his skill set, or do you feel like
does it take away from it?
What skill set?
What skill set?
About these coaches, yo.
His offensive. You said what?
I keep telling y'all about these coaches.
Flush.
Finally get hurt. They got rid of the quarterback. Let's see how he do.
Flush. How long Pepper Johnson been a linebackers coach?
A very long time. How about my man? Pepper Johnson been since like Ken Norton can't get a crack. Ken Norton been doing that.
What I'm saying.
He been a defensive coordinator for the better part of 20 years.
No, listen, I ain't gonna hold you. Mike Singletary fucked it up for any linebacker trying to be a coach in the league. Even though Ron Rivera, was he a linebacker?
Who?
Ron Rivera.
Ron Rivera was a linebacker.
Safety. But he not black. He Puerto Rican though. He Mexican. He
plays safety.
Jesus, like
he's also Mexican. He's also Mexican American.
You can just say Hispanic and then cover your bases, right?
I didn't know that.
He's also Mexican American. But go ahead.
Okay, so he's not black. So he's not black, right? So Mike Singletary fucked it up for any linebacker trying to get a head coaching job. Like Mike Singletary in San Francisco was so fucking terrible.
When Baltimore got a ring.
When you say skill set, like you think of somebody like
well, I'm saying
like Pepper been a coach for 30 years, probably almost.
I don't think, but see, I think he missed his window because guys that old from that era can't relate to players in these times.
He's still coaching. What?
I mean, he can coach a position. He can be a position.
The whole team.
Right. I don't believe. Just like a Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin was never
down that hill, bro.
Hold on. Mike Tomlin was never he was never even the coordinator, was he?
He was a position coach.
Right, he's the position coach. Who y'all coach?
Harbaugh. Position coach. He was special teams.
Right. Yeah. I think it's more of a the being able to relate to players.
Yeah, but McVay and Shanahan started. You can't start on first base and be like, oh, he's the West kid. Of course, nigga.
Because he's been around it so long.
They started in the film room though.
I'm not mad at nepotism though. I don't care.
No, absolutely not. If you was coaching and you don't fucking, damn. Delete that shit.
Right. Just keep talking.
Iceberg. If you coaching and you put your fucking son in the film room, that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Right.
The fuck? You want your name on the building. That's You know what I'm saying? Like that's what you want. Shit. There's nothing wrong with nepotism. Just my thing is my thing with the nepotism shit is they'll flip it and be like, he started as a video guy, hard worker, came up from the bottom. It's like
right, but he got a whole nother last name.
Yeah, it's like
make it clear
that's
that
not
he's
works.
Right.
It's like if Hanif starts in the video room, he gonna be there for 25 years.
Right. Still in the video room, like
yeah, they gonna be like, he gonna be down there with gray hair. Mr. Flush,
yeah.
yo, what's up?
What's going
What's
on?
his name started as a scout and he the GM?
Who?
Eric DaCosta.
Let's look. Hey, bro, I don't know, bro. We gotta look it up.
We gotta look it up there.
As he continues to say his name, as he
continues. The head coach of Atlanta, Arthur Smith. His father is the Smith from FedEx. Like his father is the CEO of FedEx. So they was like, oh, he started at the film room at the Redskins, right? Yeah. But because they had the naming right.
You mean like FedEx Field?
Right. Somebody take his cup.
Take his cup. Yeah, you're gonna take this money and you're gonna take my kid.
Yeah, it's like my son need a job.
Definitely part of the contract.
Every once in a while, every once in a while, I look at my father like, you couldn't do anything better. Like, that's all the fuck you got for me. Like, I gotta really go ahead and grind. Like, the fuck? Why you couldn't line me up for some shit? The fuck?
Yo, I gotta tell y'all something, right? So I go to exchange something at the store the other day. I told Rose shit the other day. She was like,
as he continues to call that man name out.
Iceberg, my bad. Yo, I told Ice shit the other day. She had me crying all day. So I'm in the store, whatever, right? Nigga come in with his son, right? So he like, yo, talking to this girl, white girl, look like Britney Spears white, like blonde, blue eyes. He's like, y'all got little nigga clothes? So I'm standing there befuddled. I'm like,
not kids clothes.
So I'm like, wait. So then she is terrified, right? She like, but he says it again. My man double down. Like, little nigga clothes. Like he just puts his hands over my man's head, right? You know, little nigga clothes.
Like so, them. So you ain't got no little nigga section. I'm looking.
So the girl, yo, so I was like, yo, nobody else sees this. This is pure crazy. So the girl was like, oh yeah, we got clothes for him. So I was like, I was like, wait, yo, he just called him little nigga. And she acknowledged, oh, that is a little nigga right there.
So is she calling him little nigga also?
It was so the poor little boy, the little boy just standing there like, he was like, I guess I'm little nigga today.
So
that's what he called him at the house. Hey, little nigga.
Yo, then just took him over to the took him over the clothes. I'm like, just tears holding back terrible. In my face, yo. Called him little nigga, dog. That shit killed me.
I seen a dad out with his kids, right? He came to my job, right? So we had hot wings. He was like, I said, they hot wings, but they hot. He still let his daughter order hot wings. I'm like, yo, a mom would never do that. Like, that's why they don't let us have our kids, because the niggas like him. Because this nigga really don't order your 5-year-old kid no fucking hot wings, bro. Like, you haven't tasted them. You gonna say, like, why would you order your child hot wings?
They gotta learn, bro. They gotta learn.
Yo, this is off the topic. I was gonna bring this up at the end, but fuck it, right? So I had a couple of the homies over last night, right? Like, I got an ice machine on my refrigerator, right? I never used to crush ice, right? So I've known these niggas for 20 years. Do you know when these niggas used to crush ice? I'm like, which one of you niggas is crush ice niggas? Like, y'all niggas get places and start acting different. Y'all niggas have been cube ice niggas all these fucking years. Hold on. First, I was offended because I never even used my crush ice. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm an ice cube nigga. You get what I'm saying?
You childish as shit for calling people out for using crushed ice.
But one of these niggas, in my house using crushed ice. I'm like, no, because listen, this morning I went to bake. I would need some ice. I'm like, who put the crushed on? These fancy ass niggas. What's with a guy? Go ahead, Juice.
I'm a crush ice nigga. I'm gonna just say that right
now. I remember one time. I'm gonna show you how funny this nigga Neef is, bro. Dog, we went to a group of us went to a restaurant one time, and I cut my burger in half. I just wanted to cut my burger in half, and this nigga Nick was like, "Hey, bro, you cut your burger in half."
Hold on.
Like,
By the way, hold on. This was young. This was very young.
Yeah.
20,
Like,
early 20s.
Yo, bro, you cut your burger in half. I'm having to call the people up in Houston, man. Too. I was like,
really?
My burger.
Who did that? Yo, listen.
I'm like, a nigga can't cut his burger.
I used to be very judgmental as a 20-year-older.
I'm gonna cut my burger in half type of guy today too, yo. I did that shit last week.
That shit get, especially if it's a big ass burger. I can dig it. I apologize.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Hold on. You cutting your burgers in half? That's what we have?
Yeah.
JB still thinking like, look, JB still a hooligan.
Yo, I ain't cutting my burger, yo.
Wait, it depends on what burger. It depends on what burger we talking about. When I'm out,
he's not talking about a McDouble, JB.
I ain't talking about I ain't talking about a motherfucker.
A McDouble.
You talking about a restaurant burger.
Oh, we ain't talking about a double fish neither. A double McFish.
We ain't talking about a double.
Jay, do you cut your double McFish?
Hell no.
What the fuck is a double McFish?
I don't know what the fuck they call that shit. I don't eat that
fish.
I don't eat fish from McDonald's.
Hell no. I get my fish joints from Checkers. That's the only place I eat a fish joint from.
Hey Jay, you probably eat chicken from Taco Bell too, don't you? You just all this weird shit.
I resent that. I've eaten chicken from mother. What do you mean, like fried chicken? Like
fried chicken. My bad. I meant fried chicken. Not like chicken. Nah, my bad.
Hey, Ice, I ain't cutting your burger though, dog.
He just gonna call you Ice though.
Right.
He just gonna call you Ice. That's a whole nother name, but that's fine.
Ice.
Hey, listen, that's better than okay, that's better. We can live with that.
Yeah.
This gonna be one of them. I don't care. Fuck it. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. I ain't got no job. I ain't got shit to do. All right, yo. Let's talk about Drake rents out Dodger Stadium for a date with the model. So the model, who's the mother of like the number one.
Amari Bailey.
Is he like the number one player in the country, high school, something like
top
that?
three. He like top
close.
three. Top three, top five.
Right. So was it who? What the fuck is the name of them things? I can't think of the name.
Paparazzi.
No, it was a drone from
the paparazzi.
It wasn't a paparazzi drone. No, sir. Yeah. It was a drone from
the news.
Yeah, the news station.
You're right.
Yeah, it was the news station was doing basically a cut scene for the Dodgers and saw it. I got a couple different thoughts on this, but I'm gonna let y'all go first.
Hey, I can tell you this: dating mothers is much different from dating. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he's up there now, so I'm gonna say this: they give up the kitty cat, so you can take them out to eat, and they still going. You know what I'm saying? I know that's a little rough for the audience. I just had to have a man moment. Shout out to Jake. Hey, you did your thing out there, man. I support you 100%.
Yo, ain't nothing like it. Got to be terrible trying to creep. And he blew that blew up the spot. Gotta be crazy. Like they really blew up the spot. He knew that. He knew that it was a flex too. It was a flex.
It's a flex.
It's definitely a flex. Oh yeah. Where we going? It's the game tonight. I think it was a game tonight.
Yeah.
No, it ain't no game.
Ooh, hey.
No, you the game.
Y'all showing way too much. Yo, that's the corniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
What?
Like, you didn't have to do that. Like, that's my point.
He had to do what?
He didn't have to post it and tag Drake and throw him out there. You didn't have to.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I just talking about Drake.
No.
Oh, yeah. That's nut shit. Oh, that's broadish.
Yo, it is super broadish. Like, you did not have to do that, right? So, first of all, there's a couple layers. I'm gonna peel a couple of them, right? Amari Bailey is one of the top goddamn basketball prospects in the country, right? Maybe they don't want all that extra attention on him that he got to endure going through high school and being this highly recruited goddamn person who now can go out there and get some money and not go to motherfucking college, right? And you like the first goddamn interview he do, they're going to ask him, what you think about Drake dating your mom, right? He had to deal with that shit for the better part of 2 or 3 weeks. Like, it was nothing going on. So obviously, if you the goddamn drone pilot, you lift the shit up, you see Drake going through unbelievable amounts of effort to have a private date. You did not have to do that corny shit. So, like, for me, the whole thing is whack. Like, that shit corny as fuck, man. Motherfuckers always got to be seen, and motherfuckers always want to goddamn see you. Like he
Everybody
could have went to a regular restaurant. Nobu was open, but he didn't want to. Right? You ain't had to do that.
And obviously,
That
to
shit
me,
whack as fuck.
he must really, really like her to go to that extent. You know what I'm saying? He is who he is. I don't know how many
Or
dates
not,
he
whatever
said
that means. I'm just saying. You
I
go
mean,
through that.
I'm just saying
that.
he went through that for a reason. Whether it's her son not having to go through what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Because she, as a mom, you know, that was probably one of the reasons that she might have been hesitant to even deal with him. For the simple fact that my son going through whatever, and the last thing I need is for something to happen where as though me and you are connected.
Yeah.
You know, then it goes to him going to the games where supposedly he was showing Bronny love, but he was really going
he was
because
sitting right next to her.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah.
well,
I mean, you know how hard it's gonna be to date her after this, bro. Because let's say this doesn't work out, so the next nigga try to do anything special, even the husband. Nigga, Drake took her out to a stadium to have dinner with her. Like, dude, this is gonna be really hard to top. I'm sorry, so it's fucked up. I know it. Whatever. I mean, that was a serious moment right there, iceberg.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying.
No,
like,
I was just saying. No, you're right. Yo, that shit just wild. Like for me, I just looked at.
But I never thought about it in that perspective.
Gosh,
it's the fame. Motherfuckers want to be so They want to be known. Like end of the day, that's something you could have kept to yourself. It wasn't.
That's on the same level of the damn first responders taking pictures of rest in peace Kobe Bean Bryant.
Oh, okay,
like
yeah.
That's the same shit to me. That's how my brain processed that whole thing.
Shit, if you was smart, I'd have sent the tape to Drake. Like, yo, listen, this is what I got. You might want to cut me a couple of dollars. I'll make this thing go away. I'll make this thing go away for you, brother.
I'll make this thing go away for you.
I mean, I would have respected that more. Like,
put your palm out. Like, hey, man, I'm just
500 G's, 500 G's. I can make this go away, brother.
Bro. On the flip side, bro, it's like this. You know, people we deitize celebrities. You know, it's like seeing Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Oh, there's Jesus. Let me take a picture after tell everyone I saw Jesus. Like, that's exactly how people are treating that. So, like, on the opposite side of the house, you know, I'm pretty sure it was something else private that could have been done where she like no nigga could ever do. Like, say, bro, like I'm that nigga because of this. You know what I'm saying? Versus putting that all in line. I think that's something he'll probably think about moving forward. You know what I'm saying? I know he's a very smart, mature guy. So I'm sure, you know, what you just talked about, Red Iceberg, it'd be something that, you know what I'm saying, will, you know, cross his mind next time. Cause I never thought about that either too. Like this kid, man, he's a kid, bro. Like he wants to be known for what he's doing, for what his attributes are, you know, what does that really do to him at the end of the day as he's progressing? That's not his dad. Like, bro, you're not my pops, you know what I'm saying? So it's like
it's already enough to be who you are, you know, as a young cat. You know, it's hard enough. And then your mom fine. So you already got to go through, you've dealt with that your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Because your homies and just the attention that your mom probably get from men. Real shit. We ain't been there.
No, because I had a homie who had to find mom. So
right. Or like even your aunt or what, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I got some aunts, niggas. Yo, what's your aunt? Nigga, listen, we ain't playing them games. You know what I'm saying? So that's even enough of it. So then you add Drake to the mix of it. And what, his senior year going, you know, that's not something he needs right now. You know, but
it's corny.
I get it from school already. So I mean, that's just more pressure.
Yeah, definitely. So Iceberg, I want you to kind of take charge on this Dame Dash situation because you were really defending them hard, and you know,
what's Dame Dash situation?
Just I'm being well, this is something old basically, but he keep bringing up.
Oh, the chatty patty shit.
Right.
I'm like, man, that's been like a week. I'm like, fuck, what happened to Dame Dash? Oh, yeah, he gonna get up there and say, Jay was trying to cut Biggs out, Kareem Big Burke. He really found
the silent
part. Yeah, he really up the money for it. Out of Rockefeller, and that's why everything kind of went bad. And Dame said he wasn't having it. Could it be true? Very possible.
But the twist is you're trying to make it seem like that's like me, Iceberg, and Juice. We all were together at Rockefeller. I say to Juice, yo, Iceberg, he not playing this part. I want him out. We all break up. Me and Iceberg together, and Juice on the outside looking in. And now you're saying, oh, basically, you're trying to put a crack in whatever they got going on over there by saying if that's true or not. It shouldn't matter right now. Right now, they doing whatever they doing for you to throw out there. And this ain't the first time because he said it like a year ago. He's brought it back. He's continued to bring up the fact that really the problem was that Jay had a problem with Biggs and he took up for Biggs. And that's what made him and Jay go through it. So now Biggs and Jay is good. And you're not good with them. I don't think that is the like it don't add up to me. It just seems like you're trying to. Oh, they best friends now. They ain't even best friends because you don't really see Biggs with Jay, but you know Biggs is down with them and Biggs is doing this thing through them or whatever like that. And you're trying to throw negativity in that. It seems like to me. Then it's like when that girl break up with you and that girl break up. And then she started telling all this stuff like, oh, yeah, well, he not really your friend because you turn, you know, it'd be like, you just mad, you bitter. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy that come on.
I think it's, I don't know. I watched him on the podcast. I think I put a link to it in the group chat. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, it did make a lot of sense what Dame talks about. I think, you know, sometimes I'm like 70-30 with him. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, he's got a bulk of this stuff. And then there's just like that small percentage, or that could potentially be a larger percentage of what I'm thinking is just kind of like, it's weird, you know, weird energy. So I feel like with this too, is like, I think it's almost like get past it. You know what I'm saying? Like he's done a lot of other shit that could be talked about and glorified on a much larger level, if you ask me, than just that one moment in their time. I think it's huge, but I think what he eventually did with the culture, with the whole BD 172 shit and all that, like, I think that shit was awesome. We wouldn't have, it's a lot we wouldn't have got out of that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think it's weird to bring up beef that's old. You know what I'm saying? He should just get past it.
And I definitely think Jay do be doing stuff to him too. But the stuff Jay do isn't as Jay do it in a sneaky way. You know what I'm saying? Like with this whole selling of whatever he want to sell and all that. I do at the Iceberg was talking about it. I have, you know, heard some things and it is. I feel like Jay act a little. He tried to stop things. Dame is trying to do it. Feel like, but it's on a more subtle way of doing it. So I can understand where the anger from Dame might come from. But even if Hove doing sucker shit, don't justify you doing sucker shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's
they
my
got
take.
some heavy beef, man. Like that beef seems to be really
because when he went into the whole talking about how when he's about to sell Rockaware, Jay said he don't wear nothing but S dots and he don't wear Rockaware. It's just like when he started breaking down shit, or when they was renegotiating Rockefeller, Jay said he retired. And it's like when you think about it, it's like, oh shit, all this shit do kind of make sense. So it was certain stuff that like when it seemed like Dame was trying to make deals when they were together, Hove did shit to fuck up what he was trying to do as far as Dame. So I understand where his anger might come from, but you know, they need to just get whatever. They need to, I don't know. Then they act like they cool. They don't act like they hate each other. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe that many years it's just bickering like two, you know, two old men.
Hip hop beef. It's crazy.
All right. Y'all see Juvenile on that Vex That Thing Up video?
No.
What the fuck is going on?
Y'all ain't
Girl,
seen
you
that?
look good once you Vex that thing up. You's a fine little Manny Fresh on the joint. I think they had Mia X on there, I want to say.
Yeah.
Mia X was on there too?
Yeah, Vex that thing up. Girl, who was you playing with?
They don't take that serious. They don't take that serious.
That might have been the most disappointing thing I saw all week.
Is it the bread? Is the pocket fucked up? Like, is that what it is?
To answer your question.
Man, I'd rather contribute to a GoFundMe than not do it.
If y'all don't want to see me Vex that thing up, please.
Man, this a meme of him saying, "You's a handsome young fella. Won't you Vex that thing up?"
Last thing I want to hear is Juvenile call another man handsome. Like, yo, you a handsome young fella.
It's so bad. I don't even want to talk much about it. Won't you vex that thing up?
Then he talk Manny Fresh. Come on, Manny, do it with me.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I know Birdman cracking up.
I mean,
know what this Birdman for? Birdman, get them boys some money, man. They out here vexing that thing up. Birdman, come on.
Who paid them? What the check say?
Right.
From who?
I don't know. I don't even know how you add Mia X. Like, what did Mia X even have to do with?
Why do they think like when they came with the idea and they like sang the tune? Why wasn't they like, nah, that's not?
Juvenile might have wrote that shit. Like, look, I got something.
How much?
I've met people that
I got so many questions. Right. I got so many questions.
They need to listen. Hey, Gail need to sit Juvie down. We need answers.
Get right.
This is my life. Look what they're trying to do to me.
I'm killing me with.
Hey, cool. He pulling R. Kelly shit out.
I just want to know.
This is my family.
I'd have put $20 to a GoFundMe. I ain't even gonna lie.
Birdman, get him. Come on, Birdman.
No, that's not like it's not even funny. We're not even old to be doing.
Juvenile should be on tour or something. Somebody give money. Verses. Give Juvie got enough. Ain't nobody even mentioned Juvie in the verses. Do we got enough for a verse?
And we can't let Manny Fresh slide. I might let Mia X slide, but Juvie and Manny Fresh, y'all made music that people.
Why don't y'all put an album out or something?
They should have sued like Lil Wayne. Did they sue like Lil Wayne?
Lil Wayne only got, but we don't know how much Lil Wayne got. But I heard Lil Wayne only got 10 million. So if Lil Wayne only got 10 million, they probably gave Juvie.
Manny Fresh should have did the D Nice moved on the quarantine and just started like DJing. I think he did, but
Manny Fresh really just went. I don't know what happened with Cash Money or what made him leave or what the fallout was, but it was like he left and it was like he was like disappeared. And he's Manny Fresh, like he was the backbone of that whole sound.
Right. And so I hate to like it's almost like feel like victim blaming, but like you Juvenile, you Manny Fresh, like that. You know.
I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna say this too. In regards to old contracts and old record deals and some of what those guys came under, you know, it isn't as lucrative as independence, you know, is now, or what artists can get now. You know, I think that was a large illusion. I think, you know, that, you know, I'm sure them guys in their heyday made show money. I'm sure in their heyday they made feature money. But, you know, when you don't really have an independent platform built in of, you know, consistently dropping, and maybe he's established that now. So I'm not saying that he isn't getting any type of money, but, you know, there is some horror stories, man. Some guys just don't have it. You know what I'm saying? Like you think some guys should have, you know, but that never should be the case in terms of this right here, because we talking about vaccination, which is starting to look real funny under the light. You know what I'm saying? They got this new, you know, what, Delta, whatever the fuck this is, this transformation of COVID that seems to be pretty aggressive. That's out. I don't know if I said the right terminology, so please, you know.
Yeah, Delta variant. Yeah, you're right.
Yes, Delta variant. So that's out. That's looking aggressive. So it's like, you know, when it comes to our situation and condition as Black people, as serious as it is, it's like, why are we always it's always a joke out here. It's like it's the Juneteenth, you just giving us that, or Shakara Robinson, even though it's a bunch of other Black women in the you know, Olympics, we want to ban that because she can't be, you know, we can't uphold ghettoism. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you just, you know, you got this over here. It's like, you know, niggas ain't intelligent. Let's take back that thing up, and do next that thing up. And it's like, it's one big fucking joke.
Yeah,
you know, that's what it is.
And that's the thing. And it's almost like not to, you know, put all of those things necessarily on the same scale, but you know, when Mary J. Blige had that Chris was singing about like the crispy chicken, it just didn't resonate. And I'm just saying, who's in the room when these things fall that flat, right? You know, like the whole tone deaf thing. And so this is one of those. Not only and listen, I can respect that opinion and perspective, Tom God. So I will give grace because I really respect those cats. I really respect the sound, the era. We was there. You know what I'm saying? So, I saw them live. So that's what I'm saying. Like from a you wish from a greatness standpoint, but I could definitely give grace to really bad contracts. Why would they be any different than that's about the average, and theirs has been public. It's not even breaking news that they probably, in a bind that just looks different than, the reality looks
Facts.
exception. So
Facts.
that's tough,
True.
man. That's tough. But like the song sucks.
It's
That
certain
thing, like,
songs that shouldn't be
bad.
remixed,
And like, who gonna be like? I'm sorry, Big Belly. Like 2 seconds. Who gonna be like? Oh yeah, let me go get it now. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, it's like
No, well, I wasn't going to do it, but when Juvenile said it, I just knew.
It's like, no, what the hell are they doing? Like, yeah,
2021.
yeah.
I agree. It's just certain songs that shouldn't be remixed to no aspect. Like,
Yo, you can't tell me it ain't somebody out there in the South who want to redo. Like, you can't tell me he's not an artist who want to. Juvenile, I believe Juvenile was a good rapper. You know what I'm saying? When you got people redoing Gucci, Freaky Girl, and you can't tell me that Juvenile ain't got some songs that somebody want to redo or want to have him on. To me, it almost feel like a lazy thing. Like, I don't feel like putting the work in no more, so I'm gonna go do this goofy shit over here instead of.
I would agree. I'm sorry. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You're right. I think you bullseye, especially in an age where we see careers be revived, verses and all that these kind of things.
Right. Get a podcast or something. What
get
the
a
fuck?
podcast or something. People. You ain't been banished from hip.
Right? Has he been on Drink Champs? I don't even know.
Right. Like
he's selling like lights and stuff now.
You said lights?
Yeah, he has like desktop lights.
Man,
like it looks bigger and stuff like that now.
I'm down for whatever. Like Cameron selling some whatever he's selling. So
Right.
Cam
been selling
that's
everything.
what I'm saying. So just
don't get on camera and be looking crazy like that.
Yeah, don't be looking not juvenile. Like
right, your kids gonna be like, yo, what the fuck on my pot?
Like that. Don't be not juvenile.
And his kid's like, who told you to do that song? Yeah,
right.
Making a fool out of yourself.
Oh, you want some stupid shit, eh?
He like, you want the lights on here. They like, well, all right.
That's you with that badass commercial, huh?
No, but I don't begrudge him working. I don't begrudge people working. I just don't. He ain't wearing no dress, so I'm gonna leave it right there. But like.
Right,
it was
a terrible
chicken
remix.
singing ish to me.
Right. All right, so
love y'all, Juby.
Is we gonna go to the so Superhead is back out, right? So Superhead is resurfaced. What's her name? Her real name.
First of all, I didn't realize that Corinne Stevens was a pen name.
It's not her real name?
I think her real name is like Elizabeth or some shit.
Oh. So she got okay.
She need to keep the pen name.
So what made her come out? I don't know. I'm trying to think what I seen. Did one of us?
Well, she did the girl Lala's podcast. Lala was she's like an Instagram comedian.
Okay. And she's come back out talking about I don't get where if she talked back then and she liked the attention, obviously. Who said she got a non-disclosure? Not Bill Burr. Juice, you say Juice.
Bill Maher.
Bill Maher, right.
They was together though.
Right.
It was like in a full-fledged
but he still had a non-disclosure though, right?
Yeah, Amber Rose didn't he or no?
What does Amber Rose mean? I'm not sure what that term means. Y'all know I'll be a little late with shit, so that might have came out 4 years ago. I got next year I'll know what Amber Rose mean. I got a 5-year gap. So what do Amber Rose mean?
Was he with her first kind of like?
No.
He got in the middle. Okay.
Yeah.
He got it after all the stuff.
Yeah.
Now the wild.
I think they was together after the book.
Right.
Wow. For that.
The wildest shit to me was Trigger Trey Songz, man.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Songz, how are you going to offer to pee on her birthday? Like,
You know what's so
she's-
funny? Yo? That's not. She's not the first person who
I know.
about Trey Songz.
Trey got a reputation out here that look bad as far as women.
What's
But
the
he-
other joint that was on No Jumper and she had the podcast and then Adam 22 fired her?
I don't know, but I know
Powell. That was remember we talked about her a couple episodes back.
who.
Selena Powell. I think that was her name. And I'm like, she kinda ain't cute. And everybody like running around or whatever.
But what's the name came out? Old girl, the spelling bee girl from back in the day, in the movie and all that.
Keela. I mean,
Yeah, right. What's her name?
Kiki Palmer.
Kiki Palmer.
I was like, what? The spelling bee girl who just won? Gee.
No.
I'm like, yo, you gotta clear this.
And he said Aquila.
Yeah, listen.
It got that right. It got that right.
Listen, so she was the first one.
Yeah, that's
So
not.
it's looked real bad as far as Trey, but Trey hot on her 38th birthday. You be like, yo, you know what? I ain't get you nothing. But I was thinking I could pee on you for your birthday. Be like a gift. Like Trey wildin'. Trey wildin', boy. Trey just trying to pee on everybody. Like, Trey, go to the toilet. Like, why don't you?
Try to be the R. Kelly new.
Yo,
R. Kelly.
Man, listen.
That's a weird fetish that I just can't wrap my mind around. And I don't be judging people. But that right there, like, it's a little wild, bro.
I'm on your side there, Iceberg.
Yeah, listen, like, what happens after that?
So I shits on the bitch.
right. Yo, hey, listen.
That big,
That's
right
just in
there,
my head.
exactly what I was going with that.
Like,
So I had to
I'm supposed to hit it
that.
after that? I'm supposed to hit it after that? Bitch is wild. So I shits on the bitch. Because you know I should it.
For people who didn't get that, it was a Biggie reference.
If you didn't get it, you shouldn't be listening. But
Yeah.
Trey got to relax. It was some years ago, but oh my goodness.
We know them some years ago. Don't matter these days. So
he
you
can't listen.
Gotta relax.
Nobody I love, but not, I'm dating Trey. Trey, listen, no, bro. Fuck out of here. Hey, it smell like piss in here. What the fuck is going on? What? No, who was the one who didn't want the girl to take a shower? Oh, that was Odell Beckham. These niggas be wilding. Odell Beckham didn't want to take a shower for 2 days when she came to see him. Remember that? We talked about that a while ago. Shit came out like, yeah, he told me he didn't want me to take a shower or nothing for 2 days before I flew out to him. These niggas got a lot going on. I should have said, man.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Weirdos.
Yeah.
Hey, each his own, I guess. Yikes.
So, what the hell? He come back with the.
You know who that is.
Yeah, Hey, Lola. So, Team USA lost last night. What the hell? I was watching that shit, and I'm like, oh, they gonna go up 20. And shit never fucking happened. Like, I'm sitting watching this shit like, oh, they about to go up 20 in a minute.
Who's to blame?
I think it's the first game. I'm not ready to light them on fire yet. It's not even, it counts against anything. It don't count. It's just an exhibition. So I don't, I'm not, and they still ain't get Devin Booker. Devin Booker coming, Drew Holiday, Chris Middleton. I ain't ready to burn it down yet, but y'all shouldn't be losing to anybody. I feel like if you win by like 8-10 points as a USA Olympic team, you lost almost. You got to win by like 30.
They beat Nigeria by 83 points. like what, 2 Olympics ago?
Right.
In a real game, they beat them by 83 points.
A lot of them young cats is in the league. A couple of them cats on that squad is in the league.
They got 5 people in the league on that team.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna feel a certain way to get
They
blocked.
don't never play.
Precious,
They in the league, but they don't never play.
the young boy that plays
But do
center
they play together is the question.
True. But it's a couple cats
I
that
still
play.
don't-
Mike Brown had him balling though. Mike Brown had him balling. Plus KD looked dead, like he tired.
He been off for some weeks. KD gonna carry them. But I don't see
Man,
KD.
but you gotta think he just played what, almost 2/3 of the season he missed. But
So what you saying? He hasn't played at all.
So listen, when you got Dame,
but he ain't had the stamina.
when you got Dame, KD, Bradley Beal, and Tatum.
Hey, one thing that
should be enough.
night, that Nigerian team exposed y'all. I know people be saying Harden a bad defender, but Dame might be the worst defender in the NBA. They was hunting him like food.
Oh yeah. Dame got a lot on his mind right now, man.
Every switch was like, dang, they like ISO. They was going at him.
Dame got to figure some shit out. Dame trying to figure out what he gonna do.
Shit on 5
Dame
years
trying to
ago.
figure out how to leave. Dame trying to figure out how to leave without being the bad guy. And
Shit out 5 years
there's
ago.
no such thing.
Instead of talking all that,
Right.
that all I want to be on the
Right.
I want to be loyal. No,
Loyalty,
nigga.
right?
KD,
Yeah, you 30
KD
now.
did the same
Right.
shit. KD did the same shit.
No, he did. He left.
Right, but he
KD
was talking.
left.
No, he
KD
was grinding up.
KD
He had
also
little.
He
left.
was talking. Talking
he-
sounds good, but he left.
Yeah,
Right.
he
That's what I'm
also
saying.
left.
He was but he was talking about how these guys trying to do this, that, and do the same shit.
Yeah, he talked about the Miami joint, and then
Right.
he saw how it worked. Then he went and got his goddamn rings, and he ain't won a ring since. But I digress.
You should have did it when you was hot. He 30. What he 31, 32 now? Shit.
Oh, dang.
Would you take him in LA?
Yes.
Can you get him to LA without?
I don't
getting
know.
You
Davis?
gotta
what-
give him a lot.
What do you got to give? I don't see.
What's this riff with Kuzma and LeBron?
Kuzma.
They gave
Listen,
him way
better
too much money
basketball
for like
player.
you
No, he
can't
only
give
got
somebody
$9 million a
money.
year.
It
Got
don't
$9 million a year.
matter. Anybody else making $9 million? Anybody? This name not LeBron, name not Anthony Davis. Who else making?
Oh, you talking about on the squad? You talking on the squad?
Yeah, he a goddamn $4 million a year guy.
Kuzma's not bad. It's just that Kuzma is a high volume scorer, so he
No.
needs the ball.
Kuzma's good on a terrible team. That's the whole twist.
Yeah,
There's guys
yeah,
out there
yeah.
that can give you 20 points on a team that win 30 games. And you think that
Don't
that
count
registers,
when the buckets don't count. That's what
right.
Kuzma is
You
like.
think it registers into, oh, you put him in a winning situation, he'll give you the same thing. And that's not what happens.
He was beefing with them.
He ready to go. Listen, dog, playing the small, where were you going to play with LeBron and AD? Where were you going to play as a small forward? You can't play the 2, and AD not playing the 5. Where were you going to play at? You were going to be a bench player. At the end of the day, they should have kept Brandon Ingram because he can play the 2. But who knows? That might have been the same thing. Who knows?
Ingram, remember, nobody wanted Kuz in the dick. Well, no, they wanted to keep Kuz.
Right? They didn't want to get Kuz up.
They didn't want to get Kuz up because he was.
Right,
They was
that's
looking
right,
at
that's
him to
right.
be.
But
in
he played the
third
same
star.
position as your main guy. So he's not going to get 30. Where do he get 30 minutes at? He don't.
20. That's the only thing. He needs his 30 minutes to get his 20. That's for sure. He's a good off the bench player, though.
Is he?
But you got to want to be.
He's
No.
so is Casey.
Not for the Lakers. He
Listen,
ain't. He's
listen,
not a good
listen.
off the bench for the
Allen
Lakers.
Iverson could have been a great 6 man.
Let me tell you who I
If
was.
he'd have
Don't
accepted, if
put
he would
Allen
have accepted
Iverson
it.
and Kyle Kuzma
No,
in the
I'm
same
not
sentence.
putting them in the same thing. What I'm saying is, if Allen Iverson would have accepted the fact that, you know what, you're not a starter anymore, but you can give us 25 damn off the
You talking about
bench.
when he was in Memphis?
Right.
No,
Memphis,
when he was
yeah.
they were trying to give him to LA, but he didn't want to come off the bench with Kobe.
Well, I know with Memphis, definitely. End of the day, AI could have been the greatest 6 man you've ever seen. Imagine the backup point guards against AI.
Ego, bro.
The thing with Kuz that kills me is like, yo, I'm like, all right, you know you need the ball to get your bucket. He won't even crash the board.
No, he was.
And
He was rebounding and stuff. He was doing that. He got a whole lot better as far as the other things.
consistency, not consistently. He would fall
No,
off.
it
Like
wasn't
that's my
consistent,
thing.
no.
You go get the boards. That's your ball. Go get one. You know what I'm saying? Go get a free bucket.
He would, but then, have 8 rebounds and then 4, and then 3, then 6, and then 8, and then 2, and then 3.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You wasn't good for a good.
He not 9 million good, yo.
And then-
He's not consistent. He's not consistent.
Well, somebody gonna see. Listen, let's move him. Let's put. Matter of fact, Kyle Kuzma's great. I need his trade value to be at fucking at peak fucking position. You don't know what you're
He's
missing.
left. How many
You better
years
go
left
get
on the deal?
3 years. He just signed.
Just signed it.
He might got 2 years left. I think he played the first year. I don't know. Matter of fact, he signed an extension, so he might be just going into the contract this year.
LeBron might amnesty that nigga contract. he might break his leg or some shit.
Speaking of broken legs, Conor McGregor last night
Great fight too, dog. That was gonna be a great fight.
got that ass whooped.
If he don't break his leg, that's a good fight.
Now, Mayman had him on his back and was getting was going to work on him.
Hell no. Poirier was
But they-
whipping his ass.
He was fucking him up. He was kicking him. You see, you ever seen that fight with somebody
Right,
with a
bro.
girl
Them
fall And the
he
girl started
got him on
kicking.
his back, but them hits ain't really hurt Connor. You know what I'm saying?
But that's Poirier. What's his name? Poirier.
Poirier.
Well,
That's
yeah.
his. That's where he like to. That's where he like to really. That's his
Yeah,
best.
he in the ground, but you
Right.
didn't. So you're not addressing what happened prior to that. He tried to get him up out of here with that motherfucking guillotine twice. He tried to guillotine him twice, and that is the perils of not locking that in. You know what I'm saying? He had him, and all he had to do was lock his leg, and that would have been lights out, like
But
night.
Connor, you talking about Connor had him, right?
Connor had him
had
twice.
him.
Yeah.
Connor had him twice early.
He had him in a weird position too. Oh no, I'm thinking about the fight before that when Bull had him in the choke joint. No, I'm thinking about something else.
Like, I mean, I think like you saying the fucking once he had them guillotines, he ran out of gas. Like I think he was just tired. But the leg broke anyway. Ain't nothing you can do about the leg breaking.
He always talking about somebody's wife.
I saw when he sat down. I'm like, there it is.
Damn, spinning time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it happened on the kick though, didn't it? He kicked him. In. I thought
he
they showed that he
bounced
kicked
back.
him. Huh?
He tried to bounce back.
Oh yeah. He stepped back or something. Right.
Yeah, that's what at the end of the round when they were just throwing them to see if somebody was going to connect.
Peoria said he heard it crack early. He heard it crack earlier, like early in the round. He was like,
Yeah, no, I don't look at that stuff.
I cut it off, man. Like when I see his ankle dangling, I'm like, the end.
Yeah, that's the first one I ever watched for real.
Yeah, everybody talk about that. Cut it on.
Name Peoria. I can't pronounce his name.
Oh yeah.
It cracked earlier in the round, and he heard it. He heard it fraction, and then that motherfucker, he was like, and then that motherfucker popped off. I had to turn that shit off.
Yeah, they was like, this is where it happened. I was like, no, Joe Rogan, I don't want to see this.
Like, yeah, they took hopefully he keep his fucking leg, because man, that motherfucker, that shit look like.
They said he went to surgery. I think they said he went to surgery.
Oh yeah, he all right. Yeah, he get into it.
Yo, I don't know. That
next fight gonna be versus Logan Paul. You better go get cash the $50 million check and keep it moving.
Yo, if Conor's a smart man, he goes.
They boxing, right?
Logan Paul. It doesn't matter,
boxing, right? They don't box.
Yeah, they boxing.
Yeah, if he go MMA with him, he'll kill that boy.
Right. They ain't no contest.
Yo, all right. Did y'all see Greg Hardy get knocked out?
No. What happened? No,
that was the two fights before the main fight.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, he caught.
I might have had the game on.
The Bull stumbled back, smiled at him, and then goddamn caught him. And goddamn what's the Matrix joint? That's how he looked. He threw his arm back. And he just
third fight. That's like his third fight, his fifth fight.
No. He up there, yo. He got about 12 or 13 fights on his belt. He was like 7-3 or 8-3 or something like that. No, he been fighting.
They only gave Patrick Beverly. Remember that shove on Chris Paul when he wasn't the defenseless shove. They only gave me one game for that.
That's pretty standard.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah.
They said Chris Paul kind of really.
Boy, it wasn't like he caught him in the air. You know what I'm saying? Chris Paul did put a little icing on the cake.
You think so? No, I think he really just pushed the shit. Like when you don't expect somebody to push you. Why? He always get caught by a point guard. So Rondo caught. A lot of motherfuckers don't like Chris Paul, man. Okay, finals. I don't even think we made a finals pick though. But the way it's looking,
Suns and 4.
That's how it's looking.
He said Mario Lopez, Robin Lopez. No, he said Brooke Lopez, Robin Lopez, Mario Lopez, Suns and 4. No, he said Suns and 6. He said Suns and 6.
We talk about it's only 5 or 6 8K cameras in the world, and they decided to fucking have them shits on them fucking weird ass Phoenix Suns fans. I did not understand why they kept zooming in on them.
What happened?
I'm like, you didn't see them? They was zooming in on them crazy ass fans.
Like, yeah.
The 8K. It's like, yo, you finally get the. Well, of course it's not really 8K, but you finally using the technology, and y'all gonna zoom in on motherfuckers who look drunk, high. We don't even know who they are. Just random ass people.
Yo, that shit looks so real.
The same group of people, right?
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
Yo, end of the day, y'all like it's that system, yo. Like, You in and
even
out,
like
JB.
Monty. You can hear me,
Yeah.
bro. That's
Yeah,
coaching.
we can hear you.
Pretty simple. You play Giannis at the 5. You play Bobby Portis at the 4. Start Giannis. Like everything should run through Giannis at the elbow. Or
He shouldn't be bringing the ball up. Stop bringing him at
No,
the top
no,
of the
no.
key.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Everything
Here you go,
start Giannis
Flush.
at the elbow or the baseline, and don't have Giannis attacking. Like you don't need Giannis attacking from the because it doesn't make sense. Because
Right.
Ayton is just as good as an athlete to stay with him off the dribble.
Yeah.
So you make Ayton get those 2 or 3 fouls early in the game by playing Giannis in the post. Like Giannis gonna overpower DeAndre Ayton in the post, right? It sounds old school, but you gotta slow that shit down because Phoenix don't play fast anyway. Like fucking
What do you
bring
bring?
them up.
You don't bring Drew Holiday in to be a spot up shooter. And a lot of times I feel they say he's shooting a bad
Game.
percentage.
That's not his game. You
They
right,
say-
Flush.
right, but they saying he's shooting a bad percentage because I feel like he don't even get the ball again. Like when I see him push shit up, I be like, yo, what the fuck is Drew doing? But when he's the point guard, let him set the offense up.
I don't hear
You know
none
what
of
I'm
y'all saying what y'all really want to say. Are they a better team without Giannis? Somebody say it.
I wouldn't say they're a better team without Giannis. I
Wow.
can't say that.
No, they not, bro. No, they not, bro.
They don't need to put.
Is the spacing better without Giannis? Let me go ahead and say that. Oh,
Spacing is better. So but no, here it is. The spacing is better without Giannis because they have Giannis dribbling from the 3-point line, which is
Right.
stupid. So if you play him, he's 7'6'11", right? If you play him at the elbow or the post, I know nobody want to play that game no more. But here's the thing, yo, they got one dude out there, Ayton, right? Sarge is hurt.
Right.
Torian Craig is hurt. They don't have nobody. They don't have no.
They
front
got
court
Frank the Tank coming off the bench. It was his name, Frank the Tank.
Why you, Kaminsky?
Frank
Why are you
Kaminsky.
dribble driving? Why are you dribble driving with fucking Giannis?
And
Throw
then
that
he-
shit down to
No,
him.
then he make a move. The fucking footwork is oh my god, elementary. Then he trying to pass out that shit look terrible, man.
But that's why if you put him in the post, bro, even if he got 1, 2, 3, I've seen enough of Giannis to know he's athletic enough to counter anything that like Ayton got on the post defense and get a bucket, bro. If you're not gonna get a bucket, you get a foul. That's 8 and 2 fouls.
So if you know he can get you a bucket, start the game, getting Chris Middleton, getting Drew Holiday involved early. Run the offense through them because you know Giannis can do what he gonna do regardless. But it's obvious that 40 points and however many rebounds he give you don't equal a victory. So you gotta what you gotta do is let Drew Holiday, let Chris Middleton, let them get their group. And they gotta, I think too, somebody brought this up. This ain't my idea, but I heard it. It makes sense. Like with who does it? When you got a big 3, you take one of them out early in the first quarter. You take one of them out. Whether it's, let's say, Holiday, you take Holiday out and you play with the 2 on the floor, and then when you take Giannis out, you bring Holiday in. So then you always got one of them on the floor, and you can run the offense through that one person, and at that time they running it. You get what I'm saying? But when you got all of them on the floor,
It's hard for him to do that, Flush, because DiVincenzo is hurt, so they ain't gonna have. You take Holiday.
Well, the young boy who was hitting the jumpers, what they got from the Spurs. He ain't hit shit.
He the worst defender, but he also the worst defender in the league. Like,
all right, then we'll take Giannis out early, put Portis in because that's when a bench player you can come off with and work with them out there.
I don't know why they don't play Portis more. He's a dog.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Is he rubbing somebody? I think
it
gotta be something else. Where is because you can play Giannis at the 5, like you said, or you can play Portis at the 5.
Oh, so
gotta
we're
have
a better team without Giannis.
No, what I'm
Play
saying
Giannis
is,
at the 5.
I think Portis might be pissing somebody off or something. You know, Portis got a little reputation. I always liked Portis, even when he was with Chicago. I always kept my eye on him, and he just can't find a home.
He broke Miritic's face. Remember, he broke his face.
Right, but he can't find a home. So I don't know if it's something within the way he rub people or something that makes it so. Because I feel like skill set wise, he's a guy that fits the league right now. I feel like he's valuable off the bench. Why can't he find a home?
Plus, he can't find a home. He might just. He from Little Rock, Arkansas, dog. He might just be a little rough around the edges.
This is what I gotta say about that lineup. This is what I gotta say about that lineup. So you put Giannis at the 5, you put Portis at the 4, and you run the rest of your 3. That should work right there. But they keep wanting Giannis want to bring up the ball up the court. They're not going to win a game. you score 42 points in a loss.
Don't play Brooke Lopez. Like, don't play Brooke Lopez.
That he has to come in eventually.
Or bring him off the bench. But Brooke play different when Giannis ain't there.
Exactly. He needs to be that guy off the bench.
One of them games,
y'all giving Ice, y'all fueling Ice argument too. We might have.
I still don't believe that without Giannis, you don't beat Phoenix without Giannis on the floor. But it's just the way you go about it.
Like, first of all, your argument is shitty. They just wasn't going to beat Phoenix anyway. I don't give a fuck who they.
They beat the Nets.
That's not Phoenix.
They getting out coached. They also didn't beat the Nets. Kevin Durant feet too big. That's all.
And they just beat Kevin Durant. Like, James Harden wasn't there. He was Kyrie.
He was there.
No, come on, bro. They just
Kevin Durant is with his smallest shoe. If Kevin Durant wore a smaller shoe,
didn't he?
Yeah, Kevin Durant wore a smaller shoe. We're not even talking about the part.
It wasn't
Kevin Durant.
Precious hair.
That ain't happening, bro. Don't hold your breath on that one.
No, you just need to chop it off.
Really, Monty is out coaching that man. They coaching circles around him.
And Monty, I respect him because I heard him say that after he left the Pelicans, he went back and asked players what. And remember, I think he left because his wife had passed away in a car accident or something. Then his wife and his kids, I want to say. I hope I'm not wrong with that.
His wife, I believe.
My bad. Okay,
his kids was in the car. It's just his wife passed.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
him.
Yeah, when Chris Paul was there, though.
Did they fire him? I thought he left because his wife's situation.
He was interim.
Okay. Well, however that played out, he went and asked players, how was the experience with him? And he took that and he implemented that into his Phoenix situation. And I wish more coaches did that, or people just in general. There's a reason why things didn't work out. All right, let's change it up. I think, like you said, it's coaching, and I don't know if they're going to replace him because who's going to replace the coach right now? Like, it's so late, it's so limited as far as getting a good coach now with the jobs. All these jobs is being picked up and stuff. So I think they're really going to stay with him because they might not. Because at the end of the day, I heard his job was on the ropes, or he's in the hot seat anyway coming into the playoffs. But the way it feel like it needs to be a change. But Giannis bringing the ball up ain't it, man. It ain't. Carl Thomas, Donnell Jones, and Dave Hollister announced new R&B super trio, The Shy. I'll listen to it. I will listen to it. I'm mad Carl Thomas' career wasn't big enough with it. All three of these guys feel like guys who should have had at the time when they came out bigger runs than what they had. Am I wrong in that?
How many albums Carl Thomas dropped? 2 or 3?
I don't even.
What do you mean?
One?
No.
Is one and then anything else?
Probably got like 6 or 7 albums. He been dropping albums.
The Bad Boy. It was three under Bad Boy.
3 under Bad Boys. What y'all asking?
Did he? 3 under Bad Boy. Because they didn't. I don't remember them ever even pushing a single after that first album.
After Summer Rain.
He had the other joint. What's this shit he had, bro? God damn it.
That's like 5.
Oh, it's 7.
Oh, it's 7. All right. It's even worse when he refers to himself as that. Like, that's really the worst. I'll listen to that. I'll check it out. I'll check the.
I'm a fan of all of those guys individually. Like that's.
They can all sing.
It's like when LSG came out. I was
just thinking that. Yeah,
I was in.
They got a little LSG vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything I'm missing? Oh, I had one more question, and this might be the most important question I ever asked y'all. So, who I got available? Iceberg here, Jay here,
yeah,
Cool here. I ain't heard nothing from Juice in a minute. All right, this is like important.
Here.
At 150. This is the question, the most important question I've asked in 150 episodes. If you were a Ninja Turtle, which one would you be? Personality-wise.
I'm gonna be Donatello because I like the staff. I don't care.
Flush, can you hear me?
Yeah. I could hear you. Now I can't. I think I'm Raphael. I feel like I'm Raphael.
Gotta be Michelangelo.
Who?
Me.
No, you're Leonardo.
I mean,
How
Michael.
you would tell that man who he was?
No, I'm just
Yo, that's what
saying, like,
yo, that's what.
He like, no, you gotta be.
no,
one?
like,
Which
Yo,
one the
that's
bully?
Raphael.
That's who
That's
Neef
a
is.
Raphael.
I'm Raphael.
Yeah, that's what Raphael ass shit.
No,
was-
I don't like. You're
It
not a
definitely
goofball though. Like your personality is nothing like you're like a leader more than a Jay's
I'm like Michelangelo. I'm
Jay's
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo.
Yo, you got Flush, you got to party with Cool more often. That's basically what we said.
Oh, listen. I seen him. Listen, I seen him in action. We just sat in that car and had a couple conversations.
That's what I'm saying.
That's my guy. But real shit, when it come to bringing shit together, cool as that. Cool as the fucking the anchor.
Leonardo.
Anchor.
Yeah.
Oh, slow it the fuck down. Y'all getting a little out of control. Let's bring the tempers down. But he's doing it in the cool way. He be like, come on, bring it the fuck back in, Flush. Come on now.
Yo, you know what would be funny when Cool look at the camera? It's like he wants you to he be looking for eye contact and shit. He be looking at the camera, he be like then you automatically like, oh shit, he looking at me.
Hey, yo, you never said which one you was though. JB.
I said Donatello.
I don't know.
That's just because Donatello eat all the damn time.
You might got a little Michael.
Donatello is always my favorite.
But your personality, you might got a little Michelangelo in you.
No, Michelangelo be on time. Fuck that.
Michelangelo be on time.
Michelangelo, bro. Like, what's wrong with Michelangelo? Because that's what I would pick. I just like that. I think he's easy going. Like,
Yeah, that might be you. You might got a Michelangelo juice. I can see it. I can see it. All right, man. Am I missing something? All right, man. Am I missing something?
Nah, bro.
No, you good.
This is Brothers Talking Shit podcast, episode 150. Shout out to everybody who's been rocking. We appreciate, we love y'all. You know, we're gonna keep, as long as y'all listening, we're gonna keep bringing it, you know. And another thing, when this we talking about 6 men with families, it's, you know, we make this thing work, and we appreciate y'all who listen and participate and give us feedback and show us that we're loved and that we mean something to y'all on a weekly basis. So I'm glad that y'all bring us into y'all ride to work, or while you at work, or while you in the gym, whatever you're doing with your day that week. I'm glad that you take time out to hear us talk our shit. We appreciate and love y'all. Fellas, I love y'all too.
Love y'all.
Yo.
Yeah.